Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy, Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how are you, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm relaxing. It's about to be Labor Day weekend.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry.
I said I'm relaxing. It's about to be Labor Day weekend.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Guess people are going to have off on Monday.
Yeah, all the kids on the East Coast are going to be heading back to school this week.
Is it? I thought it's September.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. September's next week. Holy shit.
Yeah, my little guy goes back on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's about right. I think that's when my friend goes back to work. Tuesday, or I think she goes back Tuesday, and her first day of class is Wednesday.
Yes.
Well, for the teachers, yeah.
Yeah, they usually have like that first day to get ready.
Yeah, before the incoming fucking nightmare.
Oh, dude, like sometimes my you would have like 20 plus kids and no teachers in.
We never had a teacher leave.
They're usually supposed to have one when they have like 20 students.
Well, we had 40 kids to a teacher, so things are just different out here.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, there was no like para or helper for the teacher. No, one teacher to 40 kids.
Phew.
Yeah, and that was normal, bro. That was normal when I went to school. Like that was not unheard of. That wasn't an anomaly. That was every school in Brooklyn.
Oh no, I believe you. Real quick before we get on to the wrestling stuff, I don't know if you're a DC fan. Have you been seeing the trailers for the new Joker movie?
Yeah, it looks interesting because it has nothing to do with any canon story. It's a completely new take. There's no comic it's based off of. It's completely a new take.
Yeah, from the trailers I've seen, it looks fantastic.
Well, I like Joaquin Phoenix a lot, so
yeah,
I think he's really good for that.
Yeah, just from what I've seen in the trailers, I like this new take.
Yeah, I think it has potential. It's between that and whatchamacallit that I'm really looking forward to, It Chapter 2.
I have to watch the first one.
Oh, it's worth the watch. I mean, like I remember the original, like in the 90s.
Yeah, when it was the miniseries on TV.
Yeah, with Tim Curry as fucking Pennywise.
Yeah, you go back and watch it now and you laugh.
Oh yeah, it was so bad. But yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm excited for it. I think it should be good. But one more thing, don't forget to check out our social media stuff. You can find it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at ASC Pods. You can see our entire catalog on B Plus Player Radio. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. Also check out their sponsors over at Audible. If you like podcasts, comedy stuff, ebooks, you can get a 30-day free trial. Go to audibletrial.com/B Plus Players. Now, on top of it being Labor Day weekend, it's All Out weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling going on because tomorrow is also New Japan Royal Quest.
Is it?
It's their first show ever in the United Kingdom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, and then they're coming to the States soon.
Yeah, I believe so.
I was going to go when they come to the arena in Philly, but it sold out very quickly. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Because this is, I think it's just them. Like, it's usually them with some other company, but they're by themselves this time.
Well, I know when they did it in Dallas and when they did it in California, it was by themselves. It was the G1. Mm-hmm. At least the one in California was. I think that was the final. That's when Omega won the U.S. title.
Yeah.
And then they just had one, I believe, in Dallas. But I don't think that was part of the G1. Oh no, it was part of it was the first night of the G1, I think.
Okay.
Because remember, Moxley couldn't compete on some of those.
That's right, because he wasn't allowed to perform for them in the States.
Yes. Yeah, that's what we forgot about. I mean, that's what we learned about that thing.
Speaking of which, you just reminded me, because when we did this show last week, we didn't know all the information we now know about Moxley. He's unfortunately had to pull out of All Out this weekend.
And StarCast.
Yes, and then he pulled out of Bloodsport 2, which is in 2 weeks in Atlantic City.
Yeah, apparently, the Mercer came back, and apparently he's having his Bursa sac taken out, and that's supposed to, like, fix it once and for all, according to his tweet. But, did you hear fucking Omega's promo?
Yes.
That was seemingly, I mean, like, by all means, that was completely unscripted. He found out right on camera that Moxley wasn't going to be there, and he improvised all of that.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing. That's one of the best promos I've ever heard.
I give him credit for doing it on the fly.
I wonder how much of that was grounded in reality, though. Because when he said, you know, you went and you fought 20-something days in a row before our match. Like, that line I liked. Like that, like they're turning this into like a real thing. Like, you know, you had to go out and do all this thing. Like, how'd that tournament go for you? Not too well. You know what? I won it on my first try. Like, I thought that was so good.
I liked it too because of what you just said, and the injury might be kind of a blessing in disguise where they can draw the feud out even more.
Yeah, but I don't want it overdrawn.
No, I agree with you.
I mean, this is gonna have a payoff soon. You know, I don't see it being able to be dragged on too much longer.
Well, I'm gonna be curious to see when their next pay-per-view will be after this one.
I mean, I'm very happy with the replacement match. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I think it'll be fantastic. Him and Pac.
I think that has the potential to be better than him and Moxley would have been.
Definitely.
That's not to say anything bad about Moxley. It's just, this would be Pac's first American match back. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's performed here since. Maybe he has?
I don't think so, because remember, they had the teaser with him and Hangman in Las Vegas, and I think...
but I'm talking about for any other companies.
Oh, no, not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he came over here for any other companies. But I definitely know not AEW.
No, because I think the only company he was working for was Dragon Gate.
Yeah, I don't know if he came over here for like WrestleCon or anything during the WrestleMania weekend, or if he stayed there.
I don't think he did.
So it'll be interesting. Because usually Dragon Gate will have like Dragon Gate USA matches, like during the big weekends.
Yeah.
Especially a WrestleMania type weekend. So.
Dude, it was crazy how many shows they ran in New York this year.
Oh, I'm sure. And what makes it easy in New York is the fact that we have 24-hour transportation. Like, our shit don't shut down.
Yeah, I know a good portion of companies were trying to do shows in North Jersey just because of the city being so crazy.
Yeah, problem with North Jersey, though, is unless people know how to get there, like with the path and stuff like that, and then you have to get onto New Jersey Transit, and it's not that it's a problem, but if it's not something you're familiar with, you know, it's like you just suddenly showing up and having to navigate through the subway system. Like, you know, you'd have to really want to go do something in New York City.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You know, I mean, that's my issue with going into New Jersey. If I could get on a train and go directly to where I got to go, then I'm cool. Like Rahway. Rahway was cool. I got off that and Metuchen. When WrestlePro would be there, I think it was Metuchen was Well, Rahway was right there, and Metuchen was like a mile away. And for me, a mile is not much of a walk.
Oh no, not at all.
So I mean, it's doable. But if you're telling me I'm gonna have to get on a bus for 20 minutes after I get off the train, I'm a little less likely to go do that.
Yeah, you're a little less excited.
Yeah, I'd really have to love doing like even getting to WrestleMania when it was at MetLife is literally trains. Like I don't have to leave the subway system. I don't like buses. Buses get stuck.
Oh, I don't blame you, dude. When you brought up WrestlePro, that reminds me. Pat Buck is going to be wrestling his final match for WrestlePro coming up soon.
Yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure that's final match for now, seeing that he's the owner of the company.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, he's going to be doing his last match before he goes on the road full time, and good for him, man. I'm so happy. It's weird seeing him on TV every night. I'm like, yeah, Pat, grab Sasha, get that bitch off of her.
It's so weird for me too because I had that like seminar with him like a few months back, and now to like see him on TV and everything, it's like weird.
I've always told him that his students were a representation of how well he teaches, because they're always so humble and so polite, and they're always so cool to meet, and they seem really appreciative of people there to watch them. I was like, Pat, they all have that. They all have to get that from you.
Yeah.
Because I firmly believe that. You know, so yeah, all the good for him. I mean, and now Kevin's doing all of his shit with fucking WrestlePro Alaska. I'm pretty sure he's the only one booking this now. Because Pat's no longer really doing things. Pat ain't gonna be going to Alaska.
No, so he's probably, you know, taking the bull by the horns, so to speak.
Yeah, he wrote on Twitter, I booked TJ Wilson just so I have somebody to talk to about MMA. Yeah, he messaged me not long ago. He's like, you shouldn't. You can't believe the people who keep asking to be put onto this Alaska show. He didn't tell me who, but I don't ask either.
Yeah, I hear you. I know that if my memory serves me correct, Bret Hart is on it.
Yeah. They're going with a number of people. I think fucking Lance Storm wanted to go, but the last time he couldn't, or some bullshit like that. And Kevin's like, well, here's the chance, man. It's just so weird that one of my friends is just like, he's cool with all of these people.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not that I have any like connection to him, but it's like that it's like a 1 degree separation. Like to me, that's what makes it all weird. That it's all a 1 degree separation. It's a 1 degree separation, or okay, 2 degree separation between me and Natalya Neidhart. Like that's weird for me to think.
Yeah, I got you.
Not that I know her or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, I know people who know people.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm a loser, so.
You bring up Natalya. What did you think of Sasha Banks' return match?
I like that they're showing a different side of her, like she's being a bitch. You know, I'm cool with that. I didn't have a problem. I mean, it's. I'm gonna see long term what it is. I mean, she's not a bad worker. I just don't think she's a good face worker.
I was gonna say that I like the more vicious side.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like she should be a heel. Like the fact that she hasn't been a heel has been like a travesty.
When I think of her as a vicious heel, I always remember her. I think it was her last takeover, the one when she chucks Bailey into the board at the takeover, and then makes fun of Izzy in the front row.
Yeah,
like that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean it's they have to. I mean, like I like where they're going with Bray, but they gotta really have heels. The whole thing with fucking Orton is just stupid. I'm gonna go talk to your son because we're staying in the same hotel. It's like, I know what you're trying to do, and it's not working.
Well, it didn't make any sense because he says that, and then the next like time you see him, he's getting beat up by Kofi in the back.
But that's what it was supposed to be. It was like, he baited Kofi in because at the end of that, he takes control, and the segment ends with Orton walking away and Kofi beat up.
Yeah, like you said, I get what they're trying to do, but I guess because they've done it with Randy so much, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, and they just had like a whole like family thing with Samoa Joe and AJ, and then Samoa Joe and Dominic. Like, it's just, they've done this.
And they usually don't do it well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when it's been done how many times in the last couple months and not well. It's kind of like, you're kind of like, oh, well. Like, what's going on here, bud? So.
I'll give them credit with the King of the Ring stuff. They're letting the people work.
Yeah, it's actually been good. I've liked the King of the Ring thus far.
I will say this. I did like Corbin getting up there and putting the crown on and everything and annoying people.
I really think he's going to win it. I think it should go to somebody like Cedric or Ricochet or someone in that vein. I'd like to see Buddy Murphy, but didn't he just lose? Yeah, he just lost to Ali.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, Ali, I like Ali. You know how long I've liked Ali. Since the first time I fucking seen him in the Cruiserweight Classic, and he's doing all that fucking... He did an amazing fucking Spanish Fly, and I was like, alright, this guy's awesome. I don't want to see him as King of the Ring, though. I don't want to see King Ali, Fabulous Ali Ababwa. Have him come down right in on a fucking magic carpet, a whole new world.
Like Tiger Ali Singh back in the day.
Well, fucking Aladdin.
Yeah, that too.
I just sang the Prince Ali Fabulous Ali Ababwa. That was the fucking Prince Ali song from fucking Aladdin.
Yeah.
Didn't you grow up with fucking Disney?
I never saw Aladdin.
What? How? How? You're my age. Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, maybe a little bit young. But, oh my god, what?
Yeah, Aladdin was the one I never saw.
Lion King?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Fuck the other ones, like a fucking Simba's Pride and all that other bullshit.
Oh, I didn't watch that shit. I think The Lion King was the last one.
And fucking like, there's like Aladdin 2. Like, what Aladdin 2? What the fuck's Aladdin 2? Sorry, I know we're off topic, but...
No, I don't care. But no, I know what you mean. It's like... I don't know, like going and making a Forrest Gump 2. You don't do that.
You know what I miss? Awful video games based on movies.
Yeah.
Like that's what I fucking mean. Like Disney movie video games. The Genesis version of Lion King is one of the hardest games I've ever played.
I'll give you a really awful one, and they just... the reason I remember this, I saw they redid it now with like, fancy graphics and shit. The original Ghostbusters game for Nintendo, it was like the worst game ever.
Was that the one where you had to go to the different rooms and... Yes, oh my god. But did I have that for Nintendo or Atari?
Either way, it was awful.
I loved it though. Yes, because then you could throw the fucking thing on the floor. Yes, I remember that. Holy shit, now I have to go fucking find it on an emulator and go play it later. Bro, a lot of those games were awful, but you don't realize how awful they were until you go back and play them.
Oh, God, dude. Like, I tell my boy today, because he'll get, like, rage quit with the 2K games, with WWE. I'm like, dude, you should have seen the games we had, like the first WrestleMania, where you had, like, the little power-ups, like...
Yeah, fucking the Hulk Hogan and Andre would do them fucking stupid kicks, and Andre had a green fucking... I don't know why it was green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like all of a sudden Hulk Hogan had crosses, like crucifixes.
Yeah, and then, like the $1 Million Man had the little money sign and shit.
Andre was either a fist or a ham. I can never determine what it was. I think it was the Big Fist.
Oh, I'm gonna like YouTube this shit when we're done.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I love that shit. That and fucking pro wrestling with Starman and King Amazon and Hayabusa.
Yeah, I loved Hayabusa, man.
No, I liked my fucking Starman and my I liked Amazon, whatever the fuck his name is, King Amazon, because he had the Iron Claw.
The Claw.
Yeah, I remember that when fucking Texas Tornado had the Iron Claw.
Yeah, that's the closest you ever got to seeing the Claw in WWE.
Yeah, wasn't there a guy who would do like the claw on the chest or some bullshit?
You might be thinking of the Heart Punch.
I thought there was another one. Oh, I could be wrong. It's so funny. My kitten's passed out on the couch like in a deep sleep, and she keeps twitching.
So apparently, dude, on the network this week, on WWE's digital platforms, they're gonna have a Intercontinental Championship 40th anniversary week.
Which entails what?
It says, beginning Sunday, their digital platforms will kick off a week-long celebration. Blah, 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 blah. It's, let's see, they're going to have a playback with Shawn Michaels, Jeff Jarrett, and the Road Dogg, where they relive matches, 20 matches that define the Intercontinental title on the network. All kinds of stuff all week.
Interesting.
Like top 10 emotional Intercontinental title victories.
I mean, I guess 40 anniversary is a good fucking an anniversary to celebrate. It's just, it seems kind of random, you know?
Yeah, considering the fact that the guy that's holding the title hasn't even been on a pay-per-view.
Who's that?
Nakamura.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and why Road Dogg? I don't remember Road Dogg as like a fucking important Intercontinental champion. What the fuck's he really had to do with anything? I remember him more as a hardcore champion.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're doing it because it's with Jeff Jarrett when he was his flunky.
Oh, okay. This is possible.
Oh, I just wanted to tell you, I was flipping through the stations earlier today, and Fox is already starting to promote SmackDown.
I've seen the new logo. Yeah, it looks nice.
That, and they just had Big E and Xavier Woods was on like a Fox show, I guess, promoting their new fall lineup.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure that's good for WWE.
Because they were trying to teach Aaron Andrews how to do the hip dance thing that they do.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was just a commercial or what?
No, they were like in studio.
Oh, that's cool then, I guess, I suppose.
Yeah, like it looked like they were just highlighting, like, you know, WWE SmackDown debuts whenever, and then they started talking about, then it was college football debuts this day, like, you know, all the fall stuff coming.
Oh, okay, cool beans.
Oh, and I wanted to make a correction. You were right about NXT.
About what?
That they're debuting on the 18th.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because when they were showing the, you know, like the preview for it coming, that's the date it said, September 18th.
Okay, cool beans. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think it'll be pretty nifty. We'll see. Apparently, they're all going to get a big pay bump.
Hey, I'm happy for anybody that's going to make money.
Yeah, I read something yesterday. Apparently, Marco Stunt, you know who he is?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, Marco Stunt makes more money than NXT guys who are on TV every week. I I read this yesterday that Marco's stunt level talent is making more money than some NXT people.
Hey, good for them.
No, well, yeah. Good for Marco's stunt. I mean, I think I'm bigger than him.
You are.
Yeah, I think I'm heavier than him.
You probably are. I saw him and I was shocked at how tiny he was.
Yeah, we're probably about the same size as far as weight, and he's shorter than I am. So yeah, there's not an ounce of muscle on him.
I wonder if they're going to sign his brother.
Who's his brother?
I don't remember his brother's first name, but I've seen them wrestle on independent shows.
And it's his shoot brother?
Far as I know, he uses the same last name.
Huh. Such a weird last name, Stunt.
I know. I know someone that does photography for like local independent wrestling. He's at StarCast.
Okay.
And he put up a picture and he showed the line to meet I can't think of his name, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, and he said, and it was a ridiculously long line.
I mean, like, if no other thing right now, AEW has made these other guys so much more money than they would have made. Like, you think anybody would be waiting online? Like, bro, if I told you there was a guy with a gimmick where he's a kickboxing dinosaur, like, really, like, would you really take that seriously?
I'd say you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but like, even if I was like, yo, Mike, there's a guy whose wrestling gimmick is he's a dinosaur and he's like an awesome kickboxer. Like, that doesn't sound like anything cool.
Yeah.
Like, but now they've got people paying to get their fucking autograph and waiting to come see them.
Like,
you know, I mean, like,
yeah, like huge lines.
I mean, that's got to be an amazing feeling, and it's putting money in their pocket. Now, I don't know how it works with StarCast. I don't know what the arrangement is because I don't know who vendors them, if they vendor themselves, if it's they come in for a flat rate and the promoter makes all the money. Because there's many different ways people can be vended. You know, it's like, say you're a big star. Your fee may be $20,000. That's what you make, $20,000. Anything else, you know, that's it. Or it could be, bring me in for $10,000 and I keep 50% of all the stuff, like all the proceeds. Or it can be, okay, just bring me in and I'll work mostly off of proceeds.
Oh yeah.
So it depends on what level you're at. So I mean, like a lot of these guys, they're at least, you know, I don't know if they're salaried coming in, like, you know, like they're getting a flat rate, or they're getting paid by each of these people.
That's one issue I have. I don't know if it's a big thing like nationwide, but in this area, I have an issue with it. I think there's far too many conventions.
But you know what, though? Doesn't every single one of them do very well?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because my logic is, if they weren't doing well, there wouldn't be so many. And so far, I think it's sustained. Now, I don't go to any of them. But New York is one of those areas, bro. I mean, you have fans that can come from lots of places. And a lot of them are kind of like niche. You know, like, they've kind of like niche things attached to them. Because there's like the big conventions, and then there's like shitty smaller conventions.
The one I've always wanted to check out, and it's just never worked out for one reason or another, is Big Event.
Yeah, I mean, it's WrestleCon is usually where WrestleMania is, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's I just think because New York has the population it does and the access to, like, the accessibility, like people can come from, you know, Massachusetts, people can come from Pennsylvania. You know, I think it's a good centralized location because people could just get here.
Because it's like a hub.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everything has to come through here, and once you get here, it's easy to get around here. So it's like, I can understand why people would want to constantly run conventions here. I think if they weren't doing well, you wouldn't have as many. I think the sign of how many is how well they do. Eventually, yeah, I can see it becoming oversaturated, but so long as you have people going to them, it's not going to stop.
No, I agree with you. I forgot I wanted to touch on this a little bit. Did you hear about Vampiro, that he was starting up a new promotion again?
Is this in between begging people for money?
Probably.
So he has enough money to start up a new promotion, but not enough money to go get himself medical treatment. He's a fucking coward. He's a fucking thief. I seen the video of him crying in the car. Maybe if he wasn't such a piece of shit earlier in his life, people would give a fuck about him. Yes, I've heard nothing but bad things about him. Armed robber in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but bad things. No, it could not be true, but I've heard more bad things about him since that video came out than good things.
I understand. I've heard like mixed things too, but
well, I've heard he's always been a con man. Like that's one thing that seems to be universal. So it's like even if he doesn't need it at this point, like he's conned enough people over the years, and the guy made a lot of money in Mexico. Like I have a problem with really giving to people who had more than I do, and just pissed it away. I really do.
Oh, no, I understand.
So, I mean, it's like because I think you had shared the video, and you were like, this is really sad. And I watched it, and I was like, if that was anybody else other than Vampiro, I'd feel really bad.
I think the reason I felt the way I did is because my grandmother went through that. So
well, my dad's going through that right now. I mean, like, that's what I go back to Brooklyn to. Like, dementia, full-blown dementia. And it's been like that for 10 years. So, yeah. It's I guess because I see it, it's my dad, and it's because my grandfather went through it, but I don't remember it. But it doesn't make me that sad because it's like he was such a piece of shit. Yeah, and I've heard he was a piece of shit long before this happened. So I mean, this is something that I don't think people started saying after he's been begging for money.
No, I got you, because I remember the whole thing with Scott Hall, what happened to you, and that turned your whole... Yeah,
that motherfucker still never called me. And claimed he called me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, fuck that. So...
After you had given... I think it was when you had given to get his hip done or something?
Yeah, whenever they did the GoFundMe for Razor, like we'll rebuild him or whatever the fuck it was. Yep, I was supposed to get a phone call from him. I donated like $50 or $75.
That's crazy, man. I wanted your opinion, because I can't remember if we went over it this past week or not. Tony Schiavone going to be joining AEW with... I heard their announced team is going to be him, JR, and Excalibur now.
Yeah, because that other guy nobody thought he did a good job.
Marquez.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fault him. It's just, I think he was just in the way over his head. I don't think JR really adds a lot. I think people are like, that's something I see people are very divided on. Like, the people who, like, blow Jim Cornette and stuff like that are like, oh, Jim Ross is doing great. And people who have common sense realize he doesn't know the moves. He doesn't care enough to know about the wrestlers. He talks about things as if things aren't important. Because I remember him during the first Mae Young tournament. It's something he said about Toni Storm. You know, like, she's the leader of whatever faction she was the head of. And he was like, whatever that is. So it's like, so they just told you something.
And you didn't give a shit.
Yeah, and just dismissed it immediately. And it's just, the way he said it, it was just like, it was just incredibly dismissive. Because you could have built that up for more people, and now you just made it seem like it doesn't matter. Because you're Jim Ross.
Yeah, I get, like, he was condescending about it.
Yeah, and he speaks from a position of authority, you know. It's like, wow, Jim Ross doesn't know about it. You know, it can't be important if Jim Ross doesn't know about it.
I was going to say, if Jim Ross doesn't give a shit, why should I?
Yeah. So it's from that point on, I became very critical, or not critical, been more aware of the way he's been calling things. And Marty Sherrill, Marty Sherrill, Marty Sherrill. But, bro, it's like the fourth New Japan show you're calling. The guy's name is Marty Skrull.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard. Like, there's no H.
That's why I'm hopeful that Tony's going to really help them, because he had been doing work for MLW and knows, a lot of these guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, and he has a veteran voice. I mean, let's make sure that we get, like, prime Tony Schiavone and not fucking, like, TNA Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
That was no bueno.
Not at all.
I think they had him as a fucking heel. Like, a heel announcer.
Yeah, he was.
I don't get the heel announcer thing. Other than a guy like Bobby Heenan, but you're not trying to, like, get into storylines and stuff. Like, there shouldn't be a storyline that the guy's a heel. Like, I should just be a heel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like how Jesse Ventura was back in the day. He didn't try to get in storylines. He just rooted for the bad guys.
Well, Corey Graves nowadays, when he wants to.
Dude, he's really, like, worn on me.
At times I really enjoy him, and at times I don't.
I think how do I want to say this? Like, he tries too hard at times.
I mean, yes. I'm not disagreeing at all. But it's like, if we're going to be completely honest, I feel the same way about Mauro Ranallo sometimes.
Oh, I do too.
I love Mauro. I think he's the best thing in wrestling right now, or just announcing. Him and Joe Rogan. I can listen to either of them, them call anything. I just think sometimes with his similes and his metaphors and his analogies, he goes a little too far. But I don't think anybody more knowledgeable. I don't think there's anybody who gets more passionate about it.
That's why I like him, just for that, because it's almost like he's one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's calling it with the same excitement we're watching it with.
Yes.
And you feel that. Like, you feel like they're genuinely excited. Michael Cole doesn't sound excited. He just sounds like he's yelling at you. It's boss time!
Which makes me cringe when I hear that.
Even more so now that she's a heel.
I'm just waiting for Vic Joseph to get, like, more time, because I really like him.
Oh, I do too, and then they're going to ruin him too. But he's on NXT UK if you really like him.
And doesn't he still do 205?
Yes.
I think the main reason I liked him is because he wasn't trying to add, like, fluff, I guess you would call it, the things. He was just legitimately calling the match.
Yeah. I like him.
That's, like, my thing that I don't like that they make WWE people do, where you can't just call a match. It has to be everything else.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge Todd Phillips fan. I don't dislike him, but I'm not, like, I don't enjoy him.
He's just, I guess you would, when I describe him, I would say, like, meh.
Oh, what
like,
is
he's not
meh
amazing, but he's not awful. He's just kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, he's borderline.
Hey, it always could be worse. You could have, what the hell is his name that sits with him?
Aiden English?
Saxton.
I don't mind Saxton. I know he's playing a role. But I think he plays the most role out of the announcers. Like, cause he's still a character when he's announcing.
What's crazy to me is I forgot that he actually was a wrestler.
Oh yeah, him and Percy Watson. Remember them from fucking NXT?
Didn't they get rid of Percy now?
Percy left.
Okay.
Percy wanted to go pursue other things.
Because I know he wasn't on the NXT announce team anymore.
Yeah, no. It's going to be interesting now with if Mauro's going to be doing the traveling every week now.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Because if they really are... I mean, As of now, until the end of the year, it looks like they're staying in Full Sail. All the tapings that have been announced. Oh shit! I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, all the tapings that have been announced are at Full Sail until December.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's cool.
Speaking of Morrow, did you ever see the
No, I know what you're about to say. The thing about him is and his emotional stuff. No,
Yeah.
I haven't been in the right mind frame to watch somebody else's emotional shit.
No, you're fine, dude. I understand.
I've heard it was good. It's just it's
You got enough on your plate.
yeah, and just in general, it's like I respect people. I have a hard time seeing struggles that people go through. Some people find inspiration from it. Like I don't. It's just it's hard for me to watch something like that. Just in general, like it sucks what he's been through, but in the nicest possible way, I don't give a shit.
No, I understand what you mean, and you're not trying to be an asshole about it.
Yeah, just like I see what other people went through, and I'm like, yeah, but I've gone through shit too. And it's like it's not to compare and contrast. It's just like, it sucks, but what can I do about it? So, but I know he's come over a lot. Like in relation to him being bullied by JBL and shit like that I care more about. Especially
I
since
understand.
JBL's garbage. I mean, he's a borderline good wrestler, and he was an awful announcer.
Yeah.
I don't think he added anything on the announce team.
I was never a fan.
Yeah, me neither. I liked him briefly as a wrestler because he was so super heel, but it was never like he's a good wrestler. It was just he's a great heel. People fucking hated him. I love that.
Oh yeah. All right, dude. I have the card for tomorrow night's All Out show in front of me, and I figured we can go through it real quick and get your thoughts on each match.
All right. Sounds good.
Apparently, there's 2 pre-show matches.
Yeah, one is the Women's Battle Royal.
Yes.
Is the other one the buy or no?
No. This one is Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
Oh, nice. That sounds pretty, like that'll be good.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think Private Party.
Yeah.
I think they have more to benefit.
Yeah, because they're like the team, like the new face, so to speak.
Yeah, didn't they also just beat the Bucks?
I believe so.
I think so. And if wins and losses matter,
yeah,
it's. I don't know. I don't know what Angelico and Evans are doing. Like I don't know what they're doing with them. So.
Me neither.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Private Party.
I will too. As far as the women's battle royal goes, I have no idea.
I'm gonna go on a limb, and I don't think she's been announced yet, but I think it was spoiled by one of the New York papers when they were talking about Glow. I'm gonna pick Karma, Awesome Kong.
Yeah, apparently she confirmed a couple days ago she was in it.
Alright, so yeah, either that or somehow fucking Brandy Rhodes.
Ooh wee.
Because she just confirmed she's in it, but I don't know. I hope it's not Brandy. I don't need to see her in a ring again for a long time, especially not for the title.
Oh, I agree with you. I hope I'll go with Kong, just because she seems like the biggest, as far as we know right now, name value in it.
Yeah, especially since Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, and I think Ro aren't going to be there.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see who the hell they're going to find for this.
Yeah, because that other British chick, what the hell was her name? The one who gave Britt Baker the fucking... Wait. Is she British? The one that gave Dr. Britt Baker the concussion?
I think. Don't quote me.
I can't remember her name.
I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah. But yeah, she's also not available, which is weird. Like they've had this date for a while. Like they've known when All Out was going to be for quite a while.
Yeah, I'd say what, at least a good 6 months.
Yeah, so it's weird that a lot of these people have fucking dates this far in advance. I mean, unless they're actually not contracted at this point, so that they didn't have any obligation to be there.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's like Yuka, I would think, because that's the magical girl.
Yes.
I mean, because she's gotten over pretty huge with fans. Aja Kong, they started something with Awesome and Aja Kong at the last fucking pay-per-view. I think that'd be amazing. And a lot of fans do know that they have a history in Japan together, like both as partners and as enemies. At one point, they were dressed up like fucking flower girls, like skipping to the ring, both of them. It was awful because I've seen Kong in one of the outfits, like with fucking Pippi Longstocking braids and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's just,
Christ.
yeah, skipping around, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go with either Awesome Kong or maybe fucking or maybe Nyla Rose. I'm gonna go with one of those two.
Okay. I'll stick with Kong. All right, let's see here. Next, we have Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt versus SoCal Uncensored.
I think the baby faces.
It makes sense.
Yeah, especially that may start off the fucking pay-per-view. I could see that. So
Get the crowd hot.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with the baby faces. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to go with them because they seem to have some momentum going.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Next, we have Riho versus I don't want to butcher this name. Hikaru Shida.
Okay. I have no idea who's gonna win.
Yeah, me either.
I'm just gonna watch with enjoyment. So maybe it wasn't Ro. It was there's another one who won't be there. One of the Japanese ones that she's been in.
The real tiny girl.
Well, that's Yuka, and then there's another one where that may be the very thin girl who's been wrestling since she's like 9 years old.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no idea when it comes to it. I'm just gonna enjoy the match.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I'll stick with you. Next, we have Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc in the Cracker Barrel... Say that 3 times fast. The Cracker Barrel Crash.
Bro,
Clash, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. I don't know who's gonna win, but I know I'm gonna fucking enjoy the shit out of that one. That's gonna be a fucking major car accident.
I'm gonna say Darby Allin.
I can see that.
More so because of what they did with Cody and him.
Yeah, see, like, this is one of the weird ones because they could have Darby lose by not being pinned. But that means either Janela or Havoc would have to win. Havoc, I don't think's won anything, but I don't think he's in a position where he really needs to win a lot of things. And Janela, has Janela won anything?
No.
So I don't know. I like what you're thinking. I just wonder if they're going to give it to somebody else and still try to get Darby Allin over by losing.
It's very possible.
Because he's the kind of guy who you could do that to. Do fucking put him in the body bag again and do something to him.
Yeah, I really like him. He's talented.
Yeah, I've seen I heard an interview with him. I don't know if maybe it was Jericho. Oh no, it was. I don't know where it was. He's talking about like he was living in his car and homeless for a while, and that's when he met Priscilla Kelly. Because they're married, you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I was supposed to do an interview with him, but he never got back to me.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I'll never forget it because I messaged him on Facebook one time, like a while back, and sent him something, and he literally messaged me at like 3 in the morning, agreeing to do it, and then I asked, when would be a feasible time, and then I never heard from him again.
Oh, I remember you telling me that story. I just didn't know who it was.
Yeah, it was him, but he's still a cool dude. I heard he's just been crazy busy.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's probably going to be one of the more fun matches of the night.
Yes. All right. Next, we have Cody going one-on-one with Shawn Spears.
Like, I don't know if Cody can win this. Like, I think Shawn Spears has to win this.
I do too.
So that's what I'm going to go with. But I just have faith that all of these booking decisions are it's not going to be stuff that, like, with WWE, we're like, oh man, that was stupid. Like, I trust in what they're doing.
I agree with you. And like you said, I think this guy, Shawn Spears, has to win because the way they've built him up.
Yeah, somehow I see what's his name getting involved.
Oh, Tully.
Tully, yeah.
That's
I
very
could definitely
possible.
like somehow Tully gets involved and Shawn Spears wins, or somehow Tully and Brandy somehow get involved and like I don't want to say a dusty finish.
There you go.
But yeah, something where Shawn Spears comes out looking better because Cody doesn't need that.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, I'm gonna pick Shawn Spears.
Me too. All right, next we have the Lucha Brothers defending their AAA World Tag Team titles against the Young Bucks in a ladder match.
My only concern is apparently Rey Fenix is hurt. Like, he has a leg injury, so I don't know what this is going to mean for the match, if they're going to replace him, if they're going to go through with it.
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, no, as I heard yesterday, there was, like, nobody has it confirmed. I mean, it's still on the card, but, like, nobody knows how bad his injury really is. So.
That's wild.
It really is, because that's one of the main events. Muerta de Escalera, like Ladder of Death.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try and pronounce it.
But it's La Muerte de Escalera or La Escalera de Muerte?
Yeah, the one you just said.
The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say the Lucha Brothers win.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't know how often, because AAA's are already given the Bucks the title once. I think they want their team to look strong now.
That's what I was going to say, because I don't think they've won a match yet.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to agree with you and go with the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, I mean, they beat them in AAA, but they haven't actually beat them on a big show for AEW yet.
Yeah, I don't think they won anything yet.
Yeah, no, they won the what was the last one? The free show.
Fight for the Fallen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won that one.
The one that was them and Laredo Kid? No, didn't they lose to the Young Bucks and Kenny?
There was one that they won. I can't remember.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I forget, but, all right.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
But I'm sticking with the Lucha Brothers on that one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna agree. Sorry, yawning.
That's why I said we're getting old.
It's fucking hot here.
Hell yeah. All right, next we have the Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta versus the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, and the winner receives a first round bye in the AEW Tag Team Title Tournament.
Huh. Maybe Dark Order.
I'm going to go there too because they've seemed to put a lot of, invest a lot of time in these guys.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this match because I enjoyed them at the last show.
The one guy, I think it's the Grayson dude. He's really good.
The ball guy,
Yeah.
the guy without the mask.
Yes.
Yeah, because the other guy's evil Uno.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the gimmick. I really liked what they did last time. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Dark Order.
There you go. All right. Next we have, and like you said, this might be a better replacement than the original match. Pac going one-on-one with Kenny Omega.
Um, oh, this one's hard because there is no story for this. Oh, maybe Pac, just so that there's something else for Kenny later.
I would say that too because I think I don't think a loss hurts Kenny.
Yeah, do you really want to bring Neville back to have him lose? Sorry for calling him Neville. It's just I hate that name, Pac.
Yeah.
I hated it with Tupac before I even knew about Pac the wrestler. So.
Well, you could call him. Didn't they used to call him Bastard Pac?
I think that's what he called himself.
Okay.
The bastard Pac.
All right.
But
Yeah, I just think if you've like waited all this time to get him here, you can't let him lose his first match.
no, I concur.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Adam Page against Chris Jericho for the inaugural AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
I can see merits to both of them. I think they may give it to Jericho.
I've been leaning towards Jericho for some time.
I think it's easier to put Chris Jericho on a commercial than it is for Adam Page. I mean, yeah.
Because I'm sorry, excuse me. Jericho has the name recognition of what you would call casual fans.
Yeah, I mean, and even like former fans, like no one's gonna give a fuck about, this guy that they've never heard of, but they're like, yo, Chris Jericho's world champion.
Exactly, because he's doing like his podcast. He has the rock and roll band, so he's out there in different.
But people may not know that. Like people who got away from wrestling may not know he's doing all of this nowadays. Maybe flipping the channels and see Chris Jericho again. Like, oh my god, I remember him from 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
So I think that is where it's because I don't think the casual fans really know what he's up to. I don't think a lot of even WWE fan knows that he's in Fozzy.
You got a point.
It's like, a lot of these fucking idiots think wrestling's real to begin with, so. I just think it'll go really, like, it'd help them a lot to have somebody with Jericho's name value.
I agree with you, because he can put Adam Page over without actually letting Adam Page win the match.
Yeah, in a way for wrestling fans, yeah, he could put him over. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, he can make him as a wrestler, even though to the mainstream population, nobody even knows he exists.
Yeah, because my thinking was you let Jericho hold that title for 9 months to a year, and then when someone finally beats him, it means something.
Yeah, but wow, a year of Chris Jericho as champion.
I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking they might do.
I also don't know if Jericho's going to tour with them, though. That's my only thing holding it up. I don't know if Jericho's going to be there every week. And
that's a major thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the whole fucking show. I mean it's they're going to be a touring company. They have to tour.
Well, and like you said before on the show, if Jericho's gonna be there with the company, then he's got to be there on the regular. He can't just show up whenever he wants.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be interesting, but I'm probably gonna watch the show tomorrow night with my boy. He's excited for it.
Are you paying for it? Or are you gonna try to find it somewhere for less than legal ways?
Less legal ways.
Yeah, me too. Less than legal.
It's the end of the month. I don't get paid till Tuesday.
It's all good, bro. If I find one, I'll make sure to send you the link because it's probably on the link on the page I use all the time. That I'm not gonna say on my out loud because I'm not like Brendan Schaub. Did you hear that? Motherfucker posted the link. It blew it up. That shit shut down.
Idiot. I always remember because I don't remember if I told this story. It was I think it was last year's All In because Kenny wrestled Pentagon on that, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Long story short, he sat. Little man watched the show, and he became a big Penta fan. Well, he went to school probably a week or two later, and he comes home from school, and he goes, "Dad, guess what?" I said, "What's up?" He goes, "I had my Spanish class today, and they asked me."
Yeah, I think you told me this. Yeah.
Yeah, what I learned, and he did the no fear thing. So when we went and saw Penta at a signing, I told him this, and he cracked up. He thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I like that whole thing he does where he pulls off and he throws it up over his head.
Yes.
Cero miedo.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, he seems it, but I've seen him in the fucking mask without the makeup on. The whole character's gone.
Yeah, he looks weird.
You need the fucking makeup there, and you need the contacts. You can't just be like a fat Mexican underneath that hood. Like, you just look like everybody I've ever worked with now. Come on, man.
I'll say this, his English has gotten a lot better.
Oh, sure, it has to.
Because when I originally met him the very first time, he had like a translator with him.
Oh, wow.
But this is like 2 years ago? 2-3 years ago? Something like that?
Well, that's cool, then.
And like he only understood me saying that I couldn't wait to see him wrestle Del Rio because they wrestled each other like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Which was actually a good match because Alberto decided he wanted to work that day.
Oh, well. Surprise, surprise.
Maybe that's why it's so hot out.
That's possible.
All right, man. Before we get out of here, you have any plans this weekend other than watching All Out?
No, but just cleaning. I have to. I'm probably going to see my parents for a little bit tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds nice.
You don't know my parents.
I was trying to be polite.
I know. I know. But yeah, no, I'm going to go into Brooklyn and, see what trouble I can get into for a little bit.
I am going to relax tomorrow, probably watch some college football here and there because tomorrow is the first week of college football, and relax and watch All Out.
Sounds good. When's our draft? Did it happen already?
I don't know. I have to look.
We're going to go talk to fucking Lance about when the hell our draft is.
Because I know the one league, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or whatever.
Yeah.
That one is Sunday.
Oh, good to know. All right. So it looks like I'm going to be having a draft on Sunday then. Okay, cool beans.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention before we get out of here, because his birthday is on, let me look at the date. It's on Wednesday, so it'll be before we do our next show. He'll hear this because I'll send it to him a little later. Happy birthday to the boss man, Mark Adam Haggerty.
I just found out his fucking his grandfather was Rod Lundy.
Really?
Yeah. You know who that is? From 101.1 to fucking CBS FM?
Yes.
Yeah. The guy who's responsible for, aside from my dad putting it on all the time, the guy who played all the fucking music of my childhood.
Yes.
Yeah, he put up a picture and he's like, this was in the house of my grandfather, Rod Lundy. And I actually Googled Rod Lundy, and lo and behold, what does it say underneath? His eldest grandson is currently a announcer for multiple wrestling companies. I was like, holy shit, he wasn't lying. Not that I thought he'd lie, but it's like it's so real that it's in a fucking Wikipedia.
No, I know what you mean.
So, but yeah, that's it.
That's all I got too, man. So on that note, we're gonna get out of here for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Adios.